I want to start this video with a challenge. Are you addressing a big enough pain point that people are willing to do something about it? Getting somebody to use your app requires a change in behavior. People don't like to change, so there's some inertia that needs to be overcome. I think about it like a scale. On one side, there's how much pain an issue is causing somebody, plus the cost of change. On the other side is the benefit that one would gain from having that problem solved. Let's consider an example. Have you ever tried to schedule time between two busy people? It's a total nightmare. Emails back and forth, trying to figure out availability, which changes while you're trying to schedule. It's a huge pain. I found a solution that I love. I use Calendly all the time. I just send people a link so they can schedule time on my calendar. It's super easy. The key takeaway here is that Calendly solves a real problem, one that's painful enough that people like me seek out a solution. That's what we're aiming for in your app idea. Is the problem you want to solve big enough for people to actually change their behavior and use your app? Now, if you're watching this video, I bet you already have a problem in mind that you want to solve. But before we dive in and start coding, I want you to pause. In this phase, we need to step back and really analyze the problem space. Why? Because if the problem isn't big enough or painful enough, people won't care. They won't change their behavior and they won't use your app. Engineers really struggle with this concept because solving problems is our bread and butter. We live for it. But right now, I'm asking you to fight the urge to code first and ask questions later. Take a deep breath. We need to explore the problem space first before diving into any solutions. This helps us to stay objective and ensures we're tackling a real pain point. The ideal scenario is that you identify a hair on fire problem. Imagine somebody running around with their hair literally on fire. That's the level of urgency that you want. You want to find a problem that people really hate dealing with. Think about it like this. What do people really hate about insert relevant problem here? People are aware of the problem, but they might not even know there's a solution out there. They may be looking for one. These guys are your perfect early adopters. So where do you find these problems? Honestly, people love to complain on the internet. It's a gold mine. Check out Reddit, Quora, Facebook groups, LinkedIn, anywhere where your target audience hangs out. Look for those complaints. They're clues to finding a big enough pain point that you might want to solve. Look for commonalities in the language and the types of people, i.e. your target audience, that suffer from the same problem. A key thing is to realize that while you may think you have a great solution, you aren't building for yourself. You're building for others. So confirming your pain point must come from outside yourself as well. Ultimately, we want to narrow down on something that looks real before we take the next big step, which is doing interviews. Here's the homework for this lesson. Choose a problem space you're interested in. Think of problem-rich domains like healthcare, finance, or the climate. Ask ChatGPT if you're looking for ideas. Then search Reddit, Quora, Facebook, or LinkedIn for discussions related to the problem space you're interested in. Look for at least 5 complaints or frustrations for people that stand out. These could be posts, comments, or discussions where people express dissatisfaction, anger, or frustration. Keep an eye out for where people are swearing. Write a brief summary for the 3 most compelling problems you found during your research. Write why this is a significant problem and do people seem frustrated enough to seek a solution. Rate each pain point on a scale from 1 to 10. Finally, if you found a solution for one of these problems, would you use it? More importantly, would you pay for it?